Yegii got started in March of 2014 with a beta website. That means we had a functionality where you could upload what we call knowledge assets and start reviewing those knowledge assets, much like you do on TripAdvisor when you're reviewing a hotel. And we also started launching business challenges where companies launch questions where our experts on demand, answer those questions in the form of phone interviews, in the form of slide decks and reports, whatever format the client wants. But the point with this kind of expert process is that the experts are available on a much more iterative process and can be available much quicker and can deliver results faster. And the premise of the approach that Yegii takes is that you never have all of the experts on one topic in any one organization, regardless how large you are. So you need to tap into an expert network. Yegii has taken that a whole other step, and we started in March, where we're integrating a knowledge platform with matching the experts. But Yegii goes back longer than that, and I've been working for the idea, on the idea for much of the last 20 years, you could say, although it's only the last year that I've put it all down on paper and started looking for investors and built my very, very impressive advisory board of very generous and extremely competent people from all across industry and academia and various sectors of life, including a military general in the US Air Force, who are there to provide their expertise in various domains of industry disruption. Yegii has been exploring new ways of organizing knowledge. We have built a knowledge platform that is organized in a way where information has a hierarchy. We score information from 100, basically like a grading scale. And what we have accomplished is we have built basically the opposite of what Google does. We have built a very, very selective knowledge asset repository that is dynamic, that's updated by users and by Yegii editors, where you only find the content that several people have thought is worth spending time on, and also content that's lasting. This is not about news. It's about knowledge relevant for industry disruption that can have an impact over a year, over a decade, or is lasting insight that people should worry about and think about and would need to take into account as they are readjusting their business model, reacting to changes in the environment, or trying to tap into new technologies or opportunities. So Yegii is a completely different way of thinking about information. This has not really been done before. You could say it's a TripAdvisor for information because it really is a review source and a review tool for information. But really this notion of bare bone information, trying to pick out a number of knowledge sources, analyze what comes from those sources, and then pick the most relevant information so that if you are an executive and you only have 10 minutes before a meeting, you can always go to a Yegii index and look at what's on top of that index and you will be prepared for that meeting. Or if you are a knowledge worker and you want to read everything, then you have a comprehensive list. But it's very different from one of these enterprise databases where there's billions of documents waiting for you. This has already been curated, it is ready for you to digest, and you might still need to spend hours understanding the information. But then Yegii also has an answer to that. We have experts on demand who can synthesize that information in greater depth through our business challenges. So Yegii is kind of the complete picture of a knowledge discovery tool, a knowledge management tool, and an executive decision making engine where you can get results and recommendations to make business decisions.